Need Pokemon Go PvP coaching? Well, I'm on Medify, so click the link in the video description and it'll take you right to my page. What's up, guys? Got an exciting video today. We finally are out of Ultra League, back into Great League. Well, kind of. Love Cup. And boy, do I have an exciting Love Cup team for you. Oh man, this is a fun one. Anyways, huge shout out to my Patreon supporters. Could not be doing this without you guys. But yeah, let's get right into this video so I can talk a little bit about the team. So you've heard about having a single Confusion user on your team. In fact, I released a video with 2 Confusion users on a team. But sometimes 2 Confusion users, just not enough. I bring to you the Triple Confusion team from the maker of the Triple Counter team. Very creative, I know. But yeah, so there's not a lot of Dark types in the Love Cup meta. In fact, there really is only just Scrafty and maybe Crawdaunt if someone is crazy enough to run it. So to kind of take advantage of that, you have this largely unresisted fast move damage, and the most common Pokemon in the meta is probably Medicham, and if not Medicham, then maybe Ariados. So either way, you're really pressuring a lot of these Pokemon. Ariados has nowhere to go. Medicham doesn't really have anywhere to go. Alomomola doesn't really have anywhere to go. So you're pressuring out a lot of these really meta Pokemon and just winning games as a function of playing them. Like, I don't even think I really make many big plays here. You can't really catch moves with Confusion. It kind of is just a solid team. Anyways, let's talk about Shadow, because I know you guys are going to talk about it. Can I run regular Slowbro? Can I run regular Shadow Slowking? You can run whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I just ran these because this is what I had built. In fact, I would love to have run a Shadow Slowking instead of a Slowbro. In fact, the complete opposite direction. The reason I'm swapping in the Shadow Slowbro is because if you swap in Shadow Slowking, they know you're running double Confusion in the back, or double both Slowpoke evolutions. So that's why I swap in the Slowbro, because it still keeps up the guise that it could be something else in the back and not just 3 Confusion users. Either way, let's get right into the battles here. Very exciting team. We got a Wormadam lead here into Wormadam. This is kind of bad for Slowbro and Slowking, so I'm going to play this out a little bit. We'll throw the Bug Buzz. It's very unlikely they shield. I don't get my move through. That's okay. So I'll throw my Bug Buzz now with some fast move. Now they get their move through. That's also okay. But either way, I'm planning to swap out because I am playing an ABB type line here. The problem is I will have to shield if they get to the Bug Buzz, which they will, so I will shield this up. Luckily, my move sneaks, so they probably won't be able to get to another move. And they're coming with the Slowbro themselves, so very similar team, but this is a Water Gun Slowbro. Maybe they forgot to TM it if they were going for the Triple Confusion team, but no, actually this was just a regular Water Gun Slowbro. It's good to see the Water Gun Slowbro here on your Slowbro as opposed to Wormadam, where it has the much better matchup versus Wormadam, but we'll see how that matchup plays out later on in this video as well. So I'm going to no shield here, obviously. It's not worth it to trade shields. They're going to come with my Slowking and just absorb some of this fast move damage. Even another move coming through would deal a little bit of damage, but everything is resisted. Slowbro resists everything from itself, same with Slowking. Alomomola comes in. So this is often what you'll see if you see Wormadam swap into Slowbro. They don't know if it's Alomomola or Slowking in the back. That's why we're swapping into Shadow Slowbro, because I've seen this team a couple times as well. As far as Slowking goes, let's take a look at his moves. They make a nice catch, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Their shields are down. But yeah, let's take a look at the movesets here. Yeah, they caught, so I have to catch back, right? It's poor manners to just let them get away with that catch. Anyways, moveset. Fire Blast is what is listed on the right. That's incorrect, but really it doesn't matter because I couldn't even remember what move I was running when I made the graphic. I literally couldn't remember if I was running Blizzard or Fire Blast. Honestly, in all the games with Slowbro and Slowking, I did not use a single move besides Psychic. I didn't throw the other move at all. So, you don't even need to double move your Pokemon, besides Wormadam. So you can save a bunch of dust on this team if you really don't want to do that. Anyways, Medicham lead. I play this one incorrectly. This is my first game against Medicham lead. I swap out right away, right into the Lickitung. That's kind of scary. But Shadow Slowbro does chunk with this Psychic. Obviously, they're going to shield up. Wait, never mind. Yeah, it deals a ton of damage. At this point, I can actually choose to win switch here by shielding. But I decide to hope that they bait. And you know what? It doesn't really matter. It's not like Wormadam has a terrible matchup against Medicham anyways. So I decide to go for the farm down. Obviously, this is Lickitung. Gonna get to a move, but Body Slam, Power Up, they don't really threaten Wormadam. So I'm happy with a couple Confusion advantage over this Medicham. And they actually come in with the Alomomola instead, which they don't realize, but it is a mistake. Because I got the Slowking in the back, ready to deal with that Medicham. This Alomomola is not that big of a threat to Wormadam. Wormadam still hits it pretty hard, but it's more just that the Medicham is completely walled. They swap out now, and I show them the Slowking. And this is how you'll play this matchup out a lot if you play this team. They always bait first. Never shield that first one. If they go straight for the Psychic, they have no chance of winning. If they get a power-up punch, the Psychic will hurt, so do be careful about that. I've almost lost a couple of games and maybe even lost some because of that. I go over the Psychic, get the defense drop, which is pretty huge here. At this point, I know I can just farm down and double shield my Slowking here. Doesn't really matter if it's a pup or a Psychic. Oh, wait. Yeah. Should just shield to be safe. I thought I was gonna no shield there. And they actually make a great swap here to snipe my Slowking, but Slowking just resists Hydro Pump. Gonna be able to get the confusion off. And gonna not be able to take down that Medicham. Gonna come with the Wormadam though, and Wormadam has enough left in the tank to take out that Medicham. So actually pretty close game considering the team comp, and I think it's because I played it a little bit incorrectly there. But we'll see. I'll show you further battles on how to play that Medicham lead. Druddigon lead. This one's pretty important too. A lot of people running Druddigon lead. I'm going to play this the same way every time. I don't get my move through on this one. You should get your move through if they throw right away, but that's okay too. I'm going to throw with good timing. It's very important this matchup to throw with good timing. So that's 2 confusions and then a move. The 2 confusions, Iron Head. And then here, we're going to see them throw a move. And you know what? You have to have Diamond Hands here. Don't shield the Night Slash. You live it. Under tap the Iron Head. Wait for that button to fill before you press the button so you don't over tap. Throw the Iron Head. And guess what? You've just manufactured yourself a 2 shield advantage. In comes Slowbro. Well, 1 shield advantage. You do have to shield the Night Slash. It hurts a lot. They actually go for the Dragon Claw. They're just blind throwing. But yeah, shield was safe anyways, and you do have an energy and a shield advantage now still. In comes Ariados. This is a bit of a tricky one. They throw at 5, so it's a lunge. You don't have to shield. Lunge. And I decided to take them out right away, but they actually make a fantastic swap onto their Seaking to catch this move. But it doesn't matter. Slowking is going to just come in and absolutely farm down the Seaking. I am going to shield here, I think, because this Ariados cannot get to a move, or doesn't have a move, and Psychic will just one-shot it. In fact, it'll probably one-shot it about 7 times over from this HP. Slowking going to be able to close out this game. Yeah, once again, these bug poisons, which are extremely common, and Medicham, which is extremely common, they have no play against pretty much the whole team. So if you can lock them out, huge deal. Magcargo lead. So not a great lead, but you do have 2 answers for it in the back. Go into the Slowbro, and it's a Slowbro on Slowbro action here. This is a slow matchup for sure. All these moves are resisted. And what I probably should be doing here is going for switch, especially after I get this move sneak in. Because now I know I'm going to outpace. But because they get their move sneak back, and then I fail to sneak, I think, on the next one. You can see I'm tapping with all my fingers. I decide to just let it go because I wasn't sure if I would win CMP or not. So instead, going to come in with the Wormadam and just farm down. They actually hard swap the Medicham in, which is bad news. That's exactly the play they needed to make here to win this game. Because now this Magcargo is going to line up on my Wormadam. So very high level play by my opponent. But they're actually kind of throwing me back the game a little bit here by going for the power-up punch. Going to get this Psychic off. And I no-shield this one because I truly thought it was a power-up punch. But I wasn't counting. I'll be honest. I was not counting this matchup. I just didn't think they could make it there. Anyway, Slowbro comes in, and now Slowking is a little bit too low. I am actually forced to let this go down. And hope that Wormadam can take out Magcargo. Yeah. Wormadam is only weak to 1 type, and it's fire. And it's double weak to it. So you can guess how this matchup goes. I'm just throwing moves to see how much damage they do for future reference. Not too shabby, honestly. And I think that was after debuff too. So you do have some play if you get an energy advantage. But either way, first set with the team. Grab a nice little casual 3-2. Not too bad. But on to the next. Now that I have, and I'm armed with knowledge on some of the matchups. I've never played with Shadow Slowbro or Slowking. I built both of these just for this team. I will be able to play this a little bit better. Ariados leads straight into the Lickitung, and guess what? This is a big threat to your backline. Your backline can handle Ariados, no problem. Lickitung, on the other hand, bit of a problem. So we're going to stay in, throw the Bug Buzz. People don't like shielding their Lickitungs. So, big Bug Buzz. And honestly, you're not too concerned about winning this matchup. It's more about sending a message. That's wrong. It's more about just either getting shields or pressuring this Lickitung. As long as you get this Lickitung low enough, Slowbro and Slowking can farm it down. Yeah, they let it go, and then I'm immediately going to swap right away into my Slowbro, Shadow Slowbro. It really doesn't, Switch does not matter in this game once your Wormadam is down, because Slowbro and Slowking are the same Pokemon, essentially. Ariados going to come in. Like, a lot of the times, Ariados will switch into your Slowbro, which is kind of crazy to me, but people just aren't running a lot of answers to Confusion users right now. And Medicham will come back in. Unfortunately, I cannot switch just to let my opponent know that they've lost the game already. They're probably still holding out hope that maybe I've got like a Scrafty in the back or something like that. Where in reality, this game has been over for a little bit here. Yeah, so I try to swap. They throw a move to prevent me from swapping. Yeah, I'll swap into the Slowking here. And yeah, they're going to play it out, but the game is definitely over. And yeah, they have actually, this is the most ABB team I think I've ever seen. Usually ABB teams, sometimes the backline is different matchups. Slowbro and Slowking have the exact same matchups. On PB Poke, it looks literally perfect as an ABB team. So that's something to consider too. Don't let your Wormadam go down if it's just going to get farmed. Like if it's going to get farmed down. Only let Wormadam go down if they're going to throw a move at it. So Slowpoke, family reunion match. We have Slowpoke in the lead versus Wormadam, so this is a pretty decent matchup for Wormadam. I'm going to bait Slowpoke and Slowbro players. They're really scared of the Bug Buzz, so they often will shield. And they're going to throw a move back. I have no clue what Slowpoke does. So Water Pulse actually hits quite hard. You don't resist all the moves like you do on the Bros and the Kings. Either way, Wormadam going to throw a big Bug Buzz here. Grab that second shield. They're actually going to get a little bit of a farm. I'm going to swap into the Slowbro. That's the dad coming in. Or no, sorry, I guess the mom coming in. Got the dad in the back. It's a huge family reunion here. Ariados switches into the Slowbro. Like I told you, this happens a lot. I don't know why. I don't know why people think to do this. Either way, I'm going to shield up the lunch, throw that, and in comes Wigglytuff. So, Charmers also not, or Slowbro and Slowking are not bad against the Charmers. They deal quite a bit of damage. Wigglytuff's going to be able to take down Slowbro, but in comes Slowking here, or no, Wormadam Trash. I was trying to force them to throw a move, and Slowking comes in and teaches their child a lesson. Don't mess with the parents. You guys should all know that as well. Don't mess with your parents. Be kind to them. They're the ones who raise you. Give them the wins, and that's exactly what the Slowpoke does here. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cute game. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so let's play the Medicham lead properly. We're going to stay in this time because Medichams are not going to throw a Psychic at Wormadam. They're probably going to switch out. So always nice to just wait for them to switch out. So this is one scenario. There's another Medicham lead game where I'll show you, if they stay in, how to play it out. But anyways, they come with the Seeking. You can tank a move here. Drill Run. Hurts a decent amount. But that's okay. Just going to get to the Bug Buzz again. Honestly, gonna no-shield this and just hope I live the Icy Wind. Which I do. Get the Bug Buzz off. And that's 2 shields to 0 once again. And I'm gonna swap. I'm not gonna let my Wormadam go down there. Like I said, don't let your Wormadam get farmed. There's no reason. I let my Wormadam get farmed in one of the later games. There's no reason for me to do it. Gonna no-shield. It's an Icy Wind. In comes Talonflame. Gonna throw the Psychic right away. And yeah, Slowbro's just going to be able to Confusion this thing down. Unless they get to a move, which they will. Not going to shield this. No reason to. Going to get one more Confusion in, take it out. And then a nice big Psychic to land on the Seeking as well. Which is fine. If I didn't throw that move, they would have taken me out. But we have the Slowking in the back for the Medicham. And that matchup is extremely solid, especially with a shield advantage. So you can see how many of these games I'm winning with shields remaining. It's, these games are not even that. Oh, this is okay. Say this is important. Tough lead. Electrode is probably one of the hardest leads for this team, excluding dark types. Wormadam kind of has to be the Pokemon you use to take out Electrode here. Yeah, there's gonna be a big discharge coming through, And a second one, unfortunately, I do have to shield this. I played it a little bit incorrectly. I was trying to go for the fast move denial. So you lose CMP. I'm going for the Iron Head bait. A lot of Electrode shield. This one didn't, but you know what? It's kind of just important to get this Electrode low, so it doesn't really matter. They're counting my moves very well, throwing at the exact same time as me, but it's fine to let my Wormadam go down. They have a shield advantage and switch advantage. Usually it's game over at this point, but if Electrode is their main Slowpoke and Bro counter, you know what? Might still have a chance. And in comes Medicham. So when Medicham comes into Slowbro, you know you have a chance at winning at any point in the game. So just gonna no shield the first one. They just love to throw power up punches at Slowbro. And you're gonna no shield another one because I'm pretty sure this is just another pup. Either way, I'd be happy for them to take me out with a Psychic as well. But regardless, Slowbro able to get to this Psychic. Guess what? The shield advantage is all gone now. I have to really think hard about shielding this one because it is a Psychic. There's no reason for them to bait here. And it just depends. Is that double boosted Psychic going to hit harder than whatever is in the back? And yes, the answer is yes. There's an Alomomola in the back. If they're going to bring in Medicham, they likely have something worse against Slowbro than Medicham, which is probably either a Poison type or Alomomola. And in this case, it's Alomomola. Hydro Pump hurts a little, but you outpace and deal more damage. So very comfortable matchup for the King and the Bro, I guess. All right. Next battle. We have a battle against Cyanaric. Lickitung lead, so this is where you want to see it. Wormadam versus Lickitung, you're just going to be throwing the Bug Buzzes straight away. Just deals a lot more damage than Iron Head. And Lickitung doesn't really pressure you too hard. So, Bug Buzz deals quite a bit of damage. And here's the problem. In comes Electrode. And this is not what you want to see. Electrode is very tough. You're going to no-shield this and just go for the Bug Buzz here. Don't go for the Iron Head on this one because I know I'm not getting to a second move. So we're just going to throw the Bug Buzz, get the shield. But unfortunately, I'm forced to swap my Slowbro into this Electrode. The Sneak absolutely saving me here. They're going to get to one discharge, but are they going to get to a second? No, they are not. I'm going to get to keep my shield for another day. In comes the Lickitung, which is also a counter. So 2 counters to the backline already, but they led through the Psychic. And it just completely slaps that Lickitung down. Wait, was that an underleveled Lickitung? That did way more damage than against the previous Lickitung. Or was it the health bug? Oh, it was the health bug. Yeah, they weren't that high HP. Well, once again, another bug that's very annoying. I definitely didn't think it was going to one-shot, but now thinking back about it, that Lickitung was lower than it should have been. And then we have the Wigglytuff in the back. So 3 Pokemon that honestly aren't that bad against Slowbro. And you know what? We pick up a nice 5-0 here, right into 3100s. Feels like just yesterday I hit Legend. And already pushing 3100s. Let's take a look. Last set. Galarian, or sorry, not Galarian, Shadow Slowbro in the lead, and it's Water Gun, so I gotta get out of there right away. And in comes Ariados. Like I said, everyone swaps Ariados into Slowbro. People just are not prepared for Slowbro teams, and it's kind of ridiculous. Now I'm gonna shield the first one. Oh, I make a bad mistake in this one. I forgot Ariados runs Cross Poison, so I get a little bit greedy with my farm up. I have to let this go. I can't afford to shield here because I CMP tied. It's just kind of rough. I'd rather get some farm on one of my other Pokemon instead. That being Wormadam. So 2 free confusions for Wormadam. And then we're going to go for the bait against this Slowbro. They don't know what I have in the back yet, so it makes sense for them to shield regardless. So I'm going to get that Iron Head off. I'm going to tank the move from Slowbro. It's a Psychic. And going to just barely get to the Bug Buzz before the Water Gun ticks Wormadam down. And they're going to no shield. So now Slowking with 2 shield advantage versus Medicham. Oh, would be able to 2 shield flex that one for sure. So once again, another big shield advantage at the end of the game. See how it goes. Okay, well, this game versus KK Feng Shui, fellow Canadian battler. Awesome to see. But, spoilers, they're running the exact same team. So there's not a lot of play you can really make when running the exact same team here. So I can't really give you commentary on how to play the mirror match. But let's just talk about fast move inconsistencies for a little bit. And let me preface that. So that's 1 sneak for them. Let's preface that with the fact that I'm going to sound whiny during this, but really I don't like fast move inconsistencies on either side if they happen for you or for your opponent. It just tilts the playing field, and it just is not, it's not a fun mechanic. So not another sneak here. I don't think they snuck on their last one, but I wasn't really paying attention. So I'm going to shield up because I kind of figured it could be the same team. And I wanted to keep my Wormadam safe. No sneak here for me, although I think I was desynced, so... I mean, another bug. But I'm going to throw my Psychic. I actually denied this one, so that's good. And the reason I bring up fast move inconsistency here is because it's so game-changing. Like, we're running the exact same team, and it's so visible because we're all running just confusion users. So 4-turn moves, and they're all lined up. You can really just see what's happening here. So I don't sneak there either. Don't sneak here either. Do I even get to enough moves here? So I'm going to throw my Psychic. They sneak again. So that's the third net sneak there, I believe, if I'm counting correctly. I might be counting incorrectly. No sneak. I shield just because I'm like, this is ridiculous at this point. I'm just trying to, like, I'm not even trying to win the game anymore. I'm just trying to get my sneaks through or deny something, and I finally managed to deny a move. So there we go. It looks like this game will end up 4 net sneaks here. I swapped to try and make a fancy catch, but I realized they don't have to throw. So good game, of course, to my opponent. But Niantic really does need to fix the game. You can see, like, they 3-balled me. They 3-balled me with the exact same team. Neither of us made any big plays. We just played the game normally, and they 3-balled me. It's ridiculous. Anyways, Medicham lead. This is what happens if they stay in. Switch out. So once they power up punch, they kind of have that... They've wasted 5 counters worth of energy, so that's really ideal. And they can't really even throw a boosted move at Slowbro because they're going to take so much damage. So it's honestly a fantastic scenario when you see a Medicham lead, even though that's technically where your opponent wants to be putting the Medicham. In this case, Seeking players often go for the Icy Wind. Not going to shield there, but you know what? I'm going to shield this time just because it means I can win switch. If I can win switch and get Slowking lined up on Medicham, that's a dream come true. It's a very consistent matchup. Anyways, Medicham comes back in and probably knows it's not in for a great time. I'm going to throw the Psychic. Let Slowbro come down. Or sorry, go down. Go in with the Slowking. Don't need to shield anything here. Pop, Psychic, doesn't matter. It's not boosted anymore. And in comes Charizard. So a little bit scary here, but at least it is Wing Attack Charizard. This is going to deal more damage than Psychic. So I'm going to shield that up. I'm going to throw the Psychic myself. And then I'm going to swap into the Wormadam here. So you might think swapping a Bug Steel into a Fire Flying might be a bad idea, especially when all the moves are resisted. But the Iron Head does a decent amount of damage, especially against Shadow Charizard. And they would need to throw a move to take out Wormadam, and that's kind of what I'm banking on here. Anyways, Medicham comes back in, and Wormadam just hurts it with confusion. And that game is over. Yeah, this set kind of laggy, but we'll see how it goes. So Druddigon lead, once again, pretty common lead, so pretty important to see how this goes. Once again, I don't get my move through here when you're supposed to. I think this time it was because I was desynced. I saw myself start a turn late. Either way, throw with good timing. I mean, if they're not going to throw with good timing, at least you throw with good timing, and hopefully you can benefit from that. In this case, that's not even a sneak because that's a guaranteed one. I only got 3 extra turns in, so still going to be able to get to that Iron Head. And take out the Druddigon. So I took Switch and Shield advantage. And this seems to be a pretty common team too, with the Galarian Slowbro in the back. So obviously going to shield this. Galarian Slowbro doesn't have a bait move, and Sludge Bomb chunks, so there's no reason to really mess around with this. I'm going to throw the Psychic just to try and take it out before it gets to another move. We don't want to spend another shield. But now this poor Talonflame has to deal with not 1, but 2 Slowbros, essentially. Now I'm going to shield this one, because I do have the Slowking in the back. And then, actually, this becomes a little bit of a bait game. Except, they didn't go for the bait. They just threw right away. This player threw right away on their Druddigon for bad timing, and then threw right away. So I didn't really have to shield that Brave Bird at all. So now they charge up, but I would be able to shield this and still take home this win. Yeah, I'm a passenger on the train, so I click that button. This last game here, this is another game where lag completely affects the game. I left it in, so I have something to complain about in the background. Anyways, Druddigon versus Wormadam. We've seen how this matchup can go 2 times already. You win 2 shields to 0. Sorry, 1 shield to 0. But my opponent throws the Night Slash. And in fact, it Night Slashes my connection. Just slashes it. Just severs the connection. I don't know what's happening. And that's not how much damage Night Slash should do. Also, they're at the next Night Slash. Also, they get like 4 more Dragon Tails in. So I don't know what happened there. But they need to fix their game, I will say. So this was, I played 3 sets, I guess, well, yesterday when you're watching this video, probably. And I would have played more, but it just, this made me so mad. I just left, and it is a Galarian Slowking in the back. It's got Hex and Shadow Ball. I didn't realize the moveset on this thing, but honestly, this was a very winnable game. If I come out of here with a 2-0 shield advantage versus a Druddigon, Psychic's going to take this thing out. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really have a... I don't think it has a bait move, so you can just shield the Shadow Balls. I think this was an extremely hard game to lose. And honestly, my opponent kind of farmed me down while I was lagging. But all is fair in love and war. Love Cup and war. Sorry, I honestly don't even get mad about that kind of thing. Usually, because like it is honestly fair. I just really needed to make the pun. Anyways, that's the video. Sorry I forgot to cut out the catching of this Frillish, but another steady climb despite a game of incredible fast moving consistencies and a game of incredible lag. We still managed to pull out a 3-2. Honestly, if those 2 things did not happen, I mean, inconsistencies are coin flip. So if I was on the other side of the inconsistencies, that would have been a 10-game win streak, maybe even longer. Who knows? But instead it's not. In fact, I don't even know how people go on streaks anymore, because the game doesn't work consistently enough for you to win games. Like 15 games in a row or something like that. Or I haven't got a long streak all season, and I don't know if that's why. But anyways, sorry once again for being a little bit whiny, but yeah, the game is just, it ain't right now. It just ain't right. But you guys are, so appreciate you. Thanks for watching.